We are live. What's going on?
What's happening, Miss Barbara?
Nothing. It is tonight is we're going to talk about sex.
Yes, let's talk about sex. This is definitely going to be one of our fun ones.
Yes, and
Definitely.
we're going to have a super special guest, um, Ms. Nikki Brown, the Coochie Coach, and we're going to talk about sexual no-nos, and she's going to fix it so we know how to turn our no-nos into yes. Well,
That's a
some
beautiful
of
thing right there.
us.
That's a beautiful thing. And I'm always willing to talk about sex and what's the no-nos and what's the yes-yeses and all that beautiful stuff. And I feel if you're in a relationship and you're a couple, almost anything goes. I look at it like as long as you're comfortable with each other, you do what you do to make each other feel good, to enjoy one another, to have a good time. Like whatever turns you on. And different people have different vibes. So that's it.
The two things I always say is love is a world of yes. And if you tell me that lasagna is better than sex, you've been doing it wrong.
Oh hell yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
And then not on that note, we're gonna get right to it and bring in Ms. Nikki Brown, the Coochie Coach, and let's do it. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for
Hello, Miss Brown.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all good.
Great.
The Coochie Coach. I like that.
Oh, this is right up Wise's alley.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Coochie is a good thing.
Beautiful thing.
Rick James said cocaine is a hell of a drug, but coochie is a hell of a drug.
Oh
Honey.
yeah, I think Coogie's stronger than cocaine. I think more brothers have went down over Coochie than cocaine. So that is true. But with us talking, like I was talking to Barbara earlier, and I was telling her I feel if you're in a relationship, there should be you should be willing to go all out for your partner. There should be no boundaries really. The only thing I would say is as long as your partner's comfortable in it, you should be down to do it. As long as both of you are in agreement, almost anything goes. So as long as nobody's getting hurt and as long as you're enjoying one another, I think there should be no holds barred.
Hmm.
So what
Yeah.
do you think about that, miss?
Oh, I'm about it. Please talk. What would you like us to call you? Do you want us to call the coach or Nikki or?
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I like to amplify the coochie coach because the more that I interrupt conversations about the word, the better the easier it becomes for people to hear it, feel it, understand it, know that it's here and it's not going anywhere, right? Nikki is vanilla. There's a gazillion Nikki's in the planet, and there are a billion Nikki Browns. So the way that the way that I distinguish myself is the Coochie Coach because there's only one Coochie Coach, and I use the definite article because there is only one me.
Okay.
That's what's
So,
up.
coach, let's do this.
There's a lot of coochies out there though.
There
But
are.
all right. So what is your what made you become the coochie coach?
I love this question. Okay, so I don't know about what made me. I say that this is my ministry. Like God called me to do this work, and I do it. And because I believe that a ministry looks different for everybody, right? Like I was molested at 8 years old, and so instead of remaining a victim, I did a whole lot of self healing and spiritual work and going on all these womb journeys to make sure that that wasn't going to be the story that defined my life. And so I turned what they say a mess into a message. And I, it started off as My Pussy Matters. And now it is the Coochie Coach LLC.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yes, ma'am. Coming from my own heart. Absolutely. That's what we
a
do
journey.
around here.
Let me just turn my fan off, okay? Because I have my own private summers, but I need to turn the fan off.
Oh, okay.
That's a journey.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that journey is behind me. Woo!
So yeah.
So, Wise, let's talk about your no-nos. Because I'm pretty low on no-nos, and they coaches too.
Did you say my no-no?
Your no-nos.
You know what's my no-no. You know what's my no-no. It's only one thing. One thing. No anal towards me. If the woman I'm with enjoys anal, I'm down with it. But I feel as a man, nothing is going in my rectum. Now, Barbara says men should be more open to that because we have the better orgasms and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm cool. Whatever man is into that, I have nothing against them. More power to you. Enjoy it. Have the greatest orgasm until you fall out. But I just can't do it. I just can't bring myself to let anybody insert anything in my anus.
I got that. Well, it's good to hear that, right? Because I am a sexual freedom strategist. And a part of my business is I am a consultant for Bedroom Candy. And we have a plethora of educational tools in order to empower men, women, gay, straight, lesbian, homosexual, whatever your pronoun is. We have it all to support you in being empowered in the bedroom and beyond. And earlier you spoke about, you feel like your partner should be able to go anywhere with you, right? And so that there should be no quote unquote no zones, right? But yet there are. And so for men tend to associate the rectum, right, with either pain, right, at the doctor when you got to get a prostate exam, or with being homosexual. And what they don't recognize is that right between, they call it the taint. You've heard it, right? It's right between your scrotum and your anus that you have an area that will provide a particular amount of pleasure. And so if you are not open to it, you don't know how far you could go experiencing pleasure with your female partner. And so I am of the world that I only had one man who said that if I wanted to try that with him, he would allow it, which made him rare, right? Because not every straight man is interested in that particular space of adventure. However, what I noticed is that they all, but the other side of it is that the straight man wants me to be open to every goddamn thing, right? I should be open to threesomes. I should be open to anal. I should be open to sucking his penis. I should be open to all of it. Yet something that I think might be an elevation for him to experience, he's a hard no. And so I, as a sexual educator, would probably, if you were my client, I would go into a deeper place. Like, why is that? Where does that come from? Because it comes from some place. Not that you need to do it, right? Or not that you need to do it every time. But it's like, you're not even willing to try it. And there's another conversation that needs to be had behind that.
But see, it goes to what I told Barbara earlier. It's not about like me not wanting to do it or a young lady not wanting to do it. It's about what you're comfortable with, what you're at ease with. I think the best sex is when you're comfortable with each other, when you're at ease, when you're open to doing whatever. So I have met women that don't want a guy to go down on them. 90% of the women I have ever dated love oral given to them.
Right.
But there's a few that's like, no, to me, that's not clean. That's not. So whatever their reason is, as much as I enjoy giving,
Mm-hmm.
I have to respect what those young ladies feel.
Right.
So I just take it for is okay. As long as you hook me up and you cool with not getting hooked up, we're good.
I got that.
So it just depends to me on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my thing with I just feel like I don't know. That's just the way I was brought up. That's the way I was
Right.
raised.
You were socialized, but it's socialized inside of a context of being homophobic, right? Because if you, as a straight man, were taught, a lot of people, I mean, we all were taught that, right? Don't put nothing
Right.
in your ass. I was taught that as a straight woman, right? Like, anal wasn't something I did well until my like 30s, right?
Hmm.
It was something that I began to explore. It wasn't something I did in my younger years because they made you think that there was something wrong with it, right? And
Right.
as a straight man, if I was told that something's wrong with it as a straight woman, I could only imagine straight and black, right?
There
So
you
it's like
go.
even more taboo for you to go there. Now, you spoke about the conversation around trust. I believe that it's deeper than trusting the partner. It's about trusting and knowing yourself,
Right.
right? Knowing yourself enough to know that I'm open to a particular thing. I get not wanting to do something that I've tried before and I didn't like it. However, if I've never even attempted to do it, that means I'm in a world, I'm possibly cutting myself off to something that could really be pleasurable.
That's what I believe. That's where I come from. I come from a place where I'm surprised what has felt good, what I've allowed myself to experience, and what has felt good. And equally surprised at the things what that didn't feel the things that I was actually like excited to try that didn't do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I always thought of myself as like everything does it for me.
Yeah.
Nope, nope. I'm probably at a solid 85% of all the things that I did,
Mm-hmm.
rang the bell. But that other 15% is like a hard limit.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you all think about, because you all said that the conversation was around no-nos, right? The things that we are definitely are a no for. So why said his no-no is don't touch his ass. It's not gonna go. He's not going there, right? And you mean like penetration into your
That's
rectum
right.
from any object, not a finger, not a I got a bunch of butt plugs in my closet. Like none of that are
None
you
of that.
interested in.
No
None of
plugs, no toys, none of it.
no toys. No, nope, nope. Now, see the furthest I would go with that is when we getting busy. If you want to squeeze the ass, you can squeeze it. If I'm on top and you want to squeeze it, I heard I have a nice ass, so go ahead, squeeze. But there can't be any penetration. That's just I can't do it. And I'm not gonna say I can't do it. I just never tried it and don't think I will ever try it. But
I believe you just haven't had the right partner that you
So
felt
that's
like you
how I
could
used to
trust with
feel about
it. And it's not just, it's also what are we using to do that, right? So it's like I'm not going straight penetration, anus with a like a 3-4 inch girth in my rectum and it's 9 inches long. I'm not doing that, right? I don't got that. I know the amount of space I got back there, right? However, I may be willing to try a bullet, which has a vibration on it,
Mhm.
which provides a particular sensation that the penis just can't give, right?
that everybody likes.
That most people.
Everybody likes the bullet.
No, I have a bunch of homegirls that have spoken about the bullet, so I definitely know about the bullet. And like now even with that, I'm cool. There's guys that when they're involved with a young lady, they don't want toys even with her. It's just
Hmm.
about them and the young lady. If you want to bring a toy with you and pleasure yourself while I'm cool with all that.
Right.
Like I said, my only no is the penetration. But then I also go to the other one where we spoke about the threesomes. I tell people every young lady thinks all men want threesomes, and most of us do. But I tell people you have to be careful with the threesome because not everybody can deal with it. People, I've seen people agree to it, but after it happened, it changed their whole relationship. They weren't ready for that because, like I tell Barbara all the time, men are more sensitive than women. So how you react to the next person, a man is always going to remember every moan you did, every movement you made.
Mhm.
So unless he's into that swingers life and stuff like that, a lot of people can't take it. And most guys, they'll be
Raj,
like,
you got feedback.
Yeah,
"Oh,
Lars, you have feedback. Are you
let's see,
on?
better."
Are you on speaker?
Are you on 2 devices?
Nope.
Do you have
I
your
should.
phone on and your laptop?
My phone is off now. I'm still giving feedback.
Nope.
No.
All right.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little tiny bit.
Maybe I got to turn it down a little bit then.
Yeah, the volume on your laptop.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
But
some years ago, I was with somebody and I agreed in principle to go for the threesome.
Wait, say
And
that again, Barbara.
what?
Say that again.
Oh, like about 10 years ago, I agreed to participate in a threesome if we found the right person. So the guy that I was with then, he was literally walking all around Queens, going to like women in the supermarket, in the laundromat, online at like the ice cream store. Hey, how you doing? And he was like one of those, hey, how you doing? And like, this is my girlfriend, and she kind of like she's curious about girls. Are you curious about her? Finally, I was like, I will die before you will get with me and another girl. And we broke up like a month later because he was kind of like, well, you should have told me you weren't into it. I was really quite about it until you got it into your head that it could have just been any old broad.
Right.
You are willing, like,
You know, one thing I will say about a threesome is, I mean, not a whole lot of men have asked me about threesomes. Um, I tend to think that I'm like so many people that they don't really need another person. However,
I don't think I need another person.
for
I
the
think I'll
few,
be
for the
fine.
few who thought they needed extra, I
Yeah.
said, well, what about if you brought another man?
see, I knew you was gonna go there.
Right? Like I'm like, well, threesome. I said, well, where is he? Was the conversation I said, right? And dude be like, what? I'm not gay. I said, and neither am I. I'm strictly dickly, and I'm not interested in eating pussy. And I don't necessarily want a girl to eat my pussy either. So guess what? I guess it's just going to be the two of us. Because my thing is, if you think that it's okay for you to invite a woman into the space and I should be all about it, then I should be able to make the same request. And if I can't make the same request with you being at ease and all ready and engaged, like you think I should be all open to it, that's how I end the conversation. I ain't had him ask. I never had that man ask me that again, and ain't no other man ask me that nothing again.
But see, I've had a few young ladies talk about that, and their whole thing was, yeah, well, what about the guys? Um, and it was like, nah, I definitely don't want no guy. And like I said, most dudes can't handle that
Most dudes can handle it.
because
let the other dude start dicking me down, right?
Right.
And he's standing there looking like, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Or
too
if you
cool.
seem to be enjoying that a little too much.
It's too much ego, you know?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Men, it's all
Yeah,
ego.
let's
Us
bring
men are
Mrs.
ego.
Williams and hear it from a married person.
What happened?
We're bringing in Mrs. Williams and hearing from the married people.
Oh my God! Here goes
All right.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. What's up, Cocoa Puffs?
So,
Hey.
you have a permanent penis in your life. You, Mrs. Williams.
Can y'all
Let's
hear
hear
me?
you about a threesome.
What happened?
We're talking about threesomes.
What we said? What about it?
I was saying it's not for everybody.
The only other woman Mr. Williams is gonna get is me in a different wig.
I was saying it's not for everybody because as much as men always beg for it, a lot of people can't take it, and it messes up a lot of relationships. You got to have a certain relationship in order to have a threesome, really, I believe. And you're gonna have to be on some oh my God, what's the singer's name that's married to the basketball player, Amon Shumpert?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tiana.
Yes.
Tiana Taylor.
They have that, Tiana Taylor. They have that type of relationship
It's
where
open.
they'll go away on vacation. They'll snatch somebody up. They don't know either one of them. They got the rules and regulations, what you could touch, what you can't do.
Does
They
she
do
do
what
laundry in Queens?
What happened?
Does she do laundry in Queens?
I don't think
I'm
so.
dead.
Okay.
I think she got the maid to do all that.
I'm dead.
But like I told Barbara them that like most men are too sensitive for that anyway. And then if a woman talks about if you told Kev you want a threesome with another dude, he'll collapse. He'll collapse.
Punch me in the back of the head.
Some men are cool when you say, all right, I want to bring another woman into it. But when you say, oh, I want the next dude, that ego and that pride jumps right in there. So I tell people all the time, you have to really be about that life if that's what you're talking about, if that's what you're trying to do.
I agree with that.
And
somebody we know was in our career, if he was a level 3, him and his wife was a swinger and they broke up.
Oh yeah, I know that one. I know that one.
They were swinging hard and then they broke up.
Yeah, they were swinging very hard. They was even trying to get Wise to no, we won't do that. But
I know you fucking lying.
No, I'm not. But
I don't even know who this. Who's John R?
Oh, that's one of my boys.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
He's got a lot to say. Welcome, John.
He said one woman on the face, the other one on the cock.
And see, it ain't like I said.
Well, you know, I used to have a slogan. Hi, Sean. I'm Nikki. Nice to meet you. I'm the Coochie Coach. I used to have a thing where I would say 1 in the chamber, 2 in the clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that because it was like no matter what kind of relationship I was in. Oh, I hear feedback again. I hear myself.
Yeah, Sean, you're on 2 screens.
I know. Let me in that one.
You know a lot, Sean.
It sounds like a
yeah. I'm gonna remove you.
No.
From the second one. No.
Forget it. Sorry, y'all.
All right, go ahead.
Oh no. So I'm just saying. So when I hear people talk about like swinging and all that other stuff, it's like for me when you start to agree to that means you don't believe in monogamy.
Right.
When you have all that other stuff happening, you're not in a monogamous relationship, in my opinion. You're in a polyamorous relationship, and you just won't call it that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that sounds like something else.
And the thing with that to me also is, I think you do this. You do the threesomes. When I did my stuff, I was like in my late teens. Like that, like when you're a young kid, young adult, you could try all sorts of stuff. I believe when you're married, certain stuff you don't bring into your marriage. But if that's what you do, I can't hate on you. But you have to have a certain bond and a certain agreement amongst each other in order to make that work. Because, like I said, men don't want to say it, but men are very, very, very sensitive about their woman. So, my dude, John, I know John. I knew John for years. I used to produce for him and stuff like that. And the type of dude he is, if his woman told him, he's sitting here right now saying threesomes are great. But if his woman told him, yeah, let's bring another dude in there, he would lose his mind. So you hear what he said, one woman on the face, one woman on the clock. He ain't say nothing about the man. So he wouldn't be with that. I know that for sure.
No, most dudes would not. Definitely not happening.
See, but if it's two women, the guys are like, yo, cool, no problem.
I'm with it. Oh yeah, let's do it.
But I do know a couple of dudes that bring other guys for
Look,
their
don't be
women.
spilling no tea now.
I'm not going to say no names, but I do know a couple, and they've been doing it for years.
With dudes?
Yeah.
No. With dudes?
That's
Yeah.
what I said.
Yeah, two dudes. He'll bring a dude, and it's him, the guy, and his wife.
And his girl.
Right.
But what about the dudes? Do they get together?
No. It's
So
just
see,
they're
you know what's
pleasuring his wife.
crazy?
Now,
You know what I feel is
I've definitely heard of guys being very experimental. Like I went on a couple of dates with some guy. This was during my like transitional years, and the guy was like, "Yeah, I was in a group setting and I tried it once and I kind of liked it."
with the guy.
Yeah, with a guy.
Yeah.
And does he classify himself as homosexual?
He doesn't classify. He classifies himself as hetero, but he will participate in a group
I
setting.
agree, John R. He said not something you do when you're in a serious relationship.
He had mentioned that he did it like the group setting. The original group setting was with his wife, and that they subsequently got divorced. But they got divorced because of issues with the kids and the in-laws and the money.
Yeah, and his love affair with getting his booty tapped.
Right. See, what my man Zapata said is what I'm talking about. There are men that enjoy watching other men pleasure their woman.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, there absolutely are.
Yes. They're definitely.
I mean, watching voyeurism is one thing. Participation is a whole nother conversation.
Right.
I got a young lady.
People watch all the time. We all, at some point, you be like, oh shit, did I catch my neighbor? What? I didn't expect to see that. And you find yourself looking a little longer than you normally would. That's different. But you're talking about participation, right?
Well,
you're talking about men saying, hey, I'm going to bring Bob into the room.
Right.
With me and Jill.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Bob might get busy and I liked it. Now me and Bob are a thing. Come on, B.
See, I can't rock with that.
I'm heterosexual. Nah, B, you are officially on the other team.
But you know what? I agree with that.
My thing is like I don't believe in teams. I kind of believe that like it doesn't matter. Like gender doesn't matter.
So you're like fluid. No gender. Wait, hold up. Gender and sexuality, choice, sexual preferences are not the same.
No, they're not the same. But like, I believe that inherently everyone is sexually fluid. Because if the right person came along, except Wise, we're gonna leave Wise out of this.
There you go. Leave Wise out of this one.
Oh,
you can leave me out too. Like I've seen women and I go, "Yo, she's a baddie," but I wouldn't eat her pussy. Like
There's
I'm not.
nothing a girl can do
Nothing
for me
about a
but
woman
show
that
me
I'm
where the
interested
next
in.
big dick is.
There's
Sorry.
nothing that I want other. I'm strictly Barbara.
Yeah, it's nothing a girl can do for me.
Listen, I got
No, Sean. There is something a girl could do for me, but I'm not interested in having her do it. I
There
would
you
like
go.
whatever it is that I think that I'm interested in when it comes to sex and intimacy. I want a man. Period.
Right. For me, the only thing a girl can do for me is show me where the next big dick is. That's
good talk. Good talk.
But listen, I have
Sorry.
young
And
lady.
I get it. Like it could occur that way. Like it does. Society does. Like I again, I could see a beautiful woman. I'm like, oh, she's pretty. She got a nice
I
body.
give out compliments too.
I could see all of that. But there's nothing sexual that I'm thinking, oh,
And I feel like to go into what you're saying, I feel like I had a conversation with a young lady who had a threesome, and she's like, "Oh, but I did it for him." If you're kissing another chick, then you're interested. You ain't do it for him. You did it for you, because no man can talk you into sucking another chick's pussy if you're not interested.
I can.
If she's not
That
interested
means
in
she's
other
interested,
women,
right?
if she's not interested in other women, you cannot convince her. There's no man that could convince me that I should suck a pussy. I'm
So
sorry.
you're a different woman. But you know your brother. You know your brother.
You get
I
on
could
my
talk into it.
I hate
Like,
him.
like even right now, I have one that's
Oh,
like,
Lord.
yo, she wanna
you
watch
have one.
me. What happened?
You have one what?
An associate that wants to watch me pleasure someone else because she likes the way I pleasure her.
Is she joining though? Is she joining?
Nah, because she's not into females.
Right. I mean, I couldn't. For me, I'm sexual enough that I'm not gonna sit there and watch two people have sex, and I'm not gonna want to do something.
You're not
Right?
a voyeur.
So, but if it's a guy and a girl, then nah, I'm not gonna participate. So it's
I'm gonna be asking her to move out the way, like, yo, chick, I got it from here.
let me hop on.
Yeah, let me hop on. See, I could never see myself being with two men because I have like some significant sexual trauma from a very young age. And
Right.
that's just somewhere where like my head can't go.
Right.
But I am sure that if I was in the right situation, like now I'm not as comfortable with my body. Like I generally I don't ride anymore because I'm 60 and I don't want to see me riding.
Wait. So when we get 60, we're not gonna be riding no more?
No, Sean, I'ma still be riding. I don't know about Barbara. Girl, I need to send you my birthday introduction. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I turned 50 last week, right? And
Okay.
so the other day,
Oh, when I was 50, I was riding all day.
listen.
Okay.
when
So
I'm
this is
60,
something that
I'ma be
comes with
riding.
age, you're saying. That was really my question.
No, it ain't with age, Sean. It ain't got nothing to do with age. My mother's 72.
I had almost the same partner for 10 years.
Okay.
And one of the things was that when I would ride, he didn't make me feel beautiful. And I think one of the reasons that we ride is because you feel like a goddess.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. So,
well, two things.
Oh, Sean knows exactly who I'm talking about, and she's not happy.
For me, two things that
Mhm.
make you want to ride. I don't know. Like I just feel like sometimes like I like control.
That's what it
So
is.
for me, I feel like a goddess, but I also like to hear him call my name just as much as I'm calling him.
We lay there like a
pull up, Sean. Sean, stop.
we didn't even look
I'm
at
sorry.
the news behind
Come on. Don't stop because it's true. Let me tell you something. Barbara, this is about you. This is not about him. I don't get on
He having a stroke over there.
I don't need to hear my sister talking about riding.
At least I'm
Come
married.
on.
At least I'm married.
Oh, wise, let it go. She's a woman like all them women you talking about. They gonna suck my dick. Listen, she's a
Ask
woman.
Sean
She
how
got a
she
man, she
feels.
got a husband.
Ask Sean how she feels when females tell her
That
about
he
my
has a big
penis.
dick, and I be wanting to die. Just roll me over with a car.
But you know, my man's a potter want to know.
Wait, I would see you ride. Who?
Oh, I like that. John said that he'd like to see me ride.
My cousin is on. Hi, cousin. It's
John
so
probably
funny.
ride with you.
This episode. She says she's right with me.
All right. Now,
Oh.
would anyone do a porn video?
With my husband, yes.
Okay.
I am a porn video. Like I feel like I have those experiences. We just don't have the video. We don't have the tape rolling. Like I'm sensual. I'm giving. I am an equal opportunity pleasurist. I'm not here just for me. I'm here for you. We're both going to get something out of this experience. What's the point? I know how to go for self, but it's impossible because men are simple. It's impossible for me to enjoy all the things that I'm doing and for the man to be like, yeah, this shit is whack. That ain't happening.
No. And like
We just don't have the video camera rolling.
I learned about kinesiology. So
About what?
I'm very technical. I know that if I put this finger here and this part of my body over here, and then
It's gonna send a sensation. That's right.
Yeah, it's all about hitting like the nerve points, the pulse points.
Yeah.
And it's like next thing you know, they're making noises like an 8-year-old girl on a roller coaster.
Wow.
An 8-year-old girl on a roller coaster.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want monkey noises. I want the noise of an 8-year-old girl on fucking Rolling Thunder.
Hold up.
Rolling Thunder.
Hold up. I want him to say my name and all that, but if Kevin start acting like a girl, I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head. You better.
No,
she
said 8-year girl. What I heard when she said 8-year-old girl, I heard high pitched voice. I didn't necessarily envision an 8-year-old girl. I envisioned a high pitched voice.
I'm talking about the high pitched voice as well. Stay in your man role. Stay in your man role.
I want to hear. I want to hear all
Barry
the
White noise, like, whoa.
Yeah, baby.
Right.
Check it out. Some of us
like
do.
that, baby. Yeah, daddy like it like that.
That's
nah,
right.
That ain't
Right.
real.
No,
Stay
some of
there.
us do. We just like to talk that shit. We like to talk that shit. That's right.
No,
You ain't gonna hear no high pitched
You want him to
voice.
still be in control, Sean. But
next,
when he's really, really in ecstasy, he doesn't have control.
no,
I
he doesn't have
agree.
control of like the timber.
I agree, but you know, like we're gonna have to talk about that afterward. What was that girl sound you made? What happened?
You was sounding a little, on the high pitch note.
Right,
What
what
was
was
up
going
with
on?
that?
What was you feeling at that moment?
You know what that
Is there
brother was
something you
feeling
want
at that
to tell
moment.
me?
You know what that brother was
But
feeling
you
at
know,
that
for
moment.
me, I like a man's man. Like I like a man's. Like that's where I'm at with it. But yeah, I don't know that whole.
First of all,
Counsel, please.
I'm sorry to say it. I don't want to sound chauvinistic or anything, but no man should be on no super high. I feel as a man, I should be in control. I'm sorry. That's it.
See, here's the thing. Let me
Why
tell
is
you
there
something,
control
wise. Real talk.
issues? Why is
Like,
there
real
control
talk, wise.
issues? Y'all better
We're
not go into that
about
with him.
your suppressed. We're not talking about your suppressed behavior that may or may not have been able to come out yet, right? Because really right now what's happening is you are reserved in a way because you got this box that's around you that said what you can and cannot do as a man, as a straight man, as a straight black man. Like you got all these parameters. And I'm not saying we all got them, but what
it's only one parameter.
but it's preventing you from having some real dope ass experiences that you could be having, all because you've got this box that you have your sexuality and your sexual expression
Wait,
encased
so
in.
Hold up, but the only box I'm worried about is the box you got. That's it.
Not if you're gonna hold back. I ain't fucking with you if you holding back.
Listen, the only thing a brother holding back is you ain't putting your fingers in my ass. You ain't putting nothing else in my. We could do everything else in the book.
Then
I
you
don't care.
holding back.
I put on the Batman outfit.
Wait.
Are we talking outfits? All right, tell me about the outfits.
Wait, no,
Okay,
but I
let's put on
want to
Batman.
understand. A man is
I
holding
don't want
back
Batman.
if he don't let
Like,
you.
yeah.
Right.
A
She
man
feels
is
if you don't let her put a
holding
finger in my ass, I'm
No,
holding
No.
back.
I didn't say a thing. I didn't even say anywhere. All I'm saying is because he's so hard pressed, like this is a hard no, right?
That
You
anal
can't
was a
say
hard
you're
no.
open.
Fingers in my butt is a hard no too. I'm sorry.
What?
Oh,
Girl,
you're not living. You are not living.
you are not living until you have had some real anal penetration. And I'm not talking about hard body like somebody's trying to kill you and rip your shit apart. I'm
No,
talking about
it's
just as
food.
gentle and tender
Oh.
as you are in the missionary position. It is as tender and sensual. Let me tell you something. Once they go to the back door, we go together. You understand me? Because baby, that's some real up close and intimate space. You feel me? It's not for everybody. You don't do it with everybody, but you got a husband. So you could do it with your husband, honey. You think you love him now? Girl, you be like, you think say you leaving. Say you leaving.
Not say you leave.
Say you leaving. You ain't getting out of here. You just hit the back door, buddy. You here with me forever. We together forever.
And I know some ladies that you ain't having sex with them unless you do anal. So, but I also know some young ladies that's like, yo, if you try to go anywhere near my ass, I'm gonna stab you. So I just
No,
I
a lot of
respect
that
both
is related
sides.
to our trauma, though, wise. Like real talk.
And I
A
have
lot of
no
times
trauma
we
with
have trauma
anal.
that has not been addressed, and in not addressing those traumas, it shows up in the bedroom. I'm
Hold
just
up.
telling you, not right. I'm not saying what I believe. I'm telling you what I know. And because I have had a whole lot of sexual experiences and trauma, it's because I didn't let the trauma lead the situation. Right? I jumped in
All
there
right.
early.
So wait, let me say this. No,
Go ahead.
I kind of don't agree only because I'm not saying I've never didn't have anal. I'm
Right.
saying I've let the people who have had the pleasure of having that done. Like it was just never a thing. It never felt good. It just never felt good to me.
That's
Right.
their fault. Not
At all. It never felt good to me. So it was kind of like,
yours.
yeah, no, I'm good. It don't like
Yeah, no.
I will try.
I'm gonna
See,
tell you.
I will try something once, but if it don't feel good to me, I'm okay. I'm good.
I agree with
Well,
Zapata.
once with Bob is not once with Jim, right? I think that is different when you have different partners. I don't have anal with every partner. There are certain people that I
No.
will, and certain people I'm like, you ain't putting that in me.
Yeah, no. I've been in the same situation. Like, oh, okay, that's something you got there. That is never, ever going near my butt.
Rich Indian Playboy near one hot and spicy said, I have a question. Is this live? Yes, this is live. We are
But
in
see,
real time.
the whole
Yeah.
thing with the anal is, like you said, it's not for everybody. You can't rock with everybody doing it. But if like I never really tried to force a woman into it, but I've had the conversation that's like, yo, yes, I
A
enjoy.
convincing conversation.
Yes.
I fucking hate you.
A very convincing conversation. So, and it's also like our Coochie Coach said, the way you go about anal is you have to be sensual. Most dudes go in there like, yo, I finally got it, and they trying to wreck you. You got to come in there like delicate,
You hit it like you hit
nurturing,
the regime.
taking your time,
Like a
making sure You play with that a little bit before you get up in
It's
there.
a foreplay. I think it's a form of foreplay.
That's right. And when you get in there, you make them legs shake, and that's it.
Wow.
I mean, it can be foreplay. I mean, for me, it could be the actual thing. That's it. We ain't doing nothing else. But it can be a form of foreplay. It's like what we want to experience before we get to vagina to penis.
That's right. And it's all about the couple. Like I said, it's all about if you're comfortable with your person.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And some people, like you said, a young lady shouldn't always be all about the man. It shouldn't be all about it should be about the couple and what you both enjoy. Because like Miss Coochie Coach said, if you bring in another woman into the equation just for the guy and you're not into it, you're playing yourself now.
Indeed.
Because the guy ain't gonna bring another dude in there for you. Trust me.
For real. Ain't a man alive. Black, white, blue, green. He ain't bringing somebody in there just to please you. You better know that. If he letting somebody come in there, he getting some pleasure out of that, even if it is just watching.
Right. That's the point. That's the point. Like I said, I know a dude that he loves bringing other dudes. He watched them do it with his wife, and that turns him on. He said that gets him excited. I said I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't do it. Hell no. But if that's what you into, more power to you. Your wife look kind of good. I'll hold that down for you. So, it's all good.
You'll hold it down.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help him out. I'm trying to help him out.
Right. You want to assist. You want to be there.
Right.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm trying to get that triple double.
Yeah, no. Well, that would be like the last moment of your life.
Why?
Holding me down while somebody else does me? Oh, no.
All right. You didn't understand. Barbara, when I said hold it down, I meant it in another way.
No,
he meant it like a slang way.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't mean bondage.
Not bondage. But bondage is another conversation.
Bondage is a good thing.
I got the rope in the closet. I got the rope in the closet and the paddles.
What are we talking about, brother? I don't want to know you like this. I'm clocking out.
Sean said, I don't want to see you like this. Hide my eyes. Cover my ears.
What?
Yes. You know your brother's a freak. But
Sean, I have something to tell you. I got to break it to you, honey.
Oh, Jesus.
Your brother's a freak.
I know, but I mean, I've had women brave enough to tell me stupid shit.
I'm brave enough to tell you stupid shit. I guess this was like the cherry on top.
Oh yeah, the candle wax, the hot
wax.
That works too. See, I'm open to the hot wax.
Yeah, I'm open to that.
Listen, y'all gotta call me. Why don't y'all go to my website, get all the shit y'all need? Because all these things that y'all asking for, we got that.
See, I'm open to that.
Oh, that's what's up.
They sell candles now that like the wax strips and
I have one.
Yeah.
So would y'all let your man or anybody tie y'all up?
Yes.
What do you
mean?
Well, we had the cuffs
I've used
anyway.
my NYPD handcuffs before.
Here you go. We have the cuffs anyway. So the cuffs come in handy.
And the whip, yes.
Let me tell you.
I did it in the police car.
Oh, what? Oh my goddamn.
Well, I know a couple of people that did it in the police car, but they got caught.
No, the other person.
There was something that came out on Instagram,
right?
But it wasn't NYPD, right? Was it NYPD? It was
the one I know was NYPD, but it was one on Instagram that was in South Carolina or something.
Oh,
and this Dispatch heard him. Dispatch heard him.
What?
Yeah, dispatch heard him, and
Wow.
like they were like, I was like, wow.
These people that got
Listen,
caught.
let me tell you something.
Not the Zapata pleading the fifth.
Plead the fifth.
Not you pleading the fifth, Zapata. That is in fucking face.
We're gonna keep that
Them
quiet.
police
Like,
cars is mad little in the fucking back. Y'all bugging.
No, but you know they had the vans, the school safety vans.
yeah.
All right. You know where Lehman is?
Oh shit. Yes.
Lehman College or high school?
High school.
Yes.
Back in the days, something went down. Some people got caught out there. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm like, damn, you couldn't wait like a couple of hours to hit a
Your
hotel?
shift was over.
Wow.
Right.
No, because it's something about doing it on your shift and risking getting caught. See, everybody.
Sex at work. I've done that.
Yeah, everybody's done that.
Really? I never had sex at work.
Damn.
No.
That used to be my norm at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I've never had sex at work. I mean, do you mean during work hours?
Yes.
Or at the office?
At my job.
I'm going to get fired now.
That I'm there for 8 hours. Yes.
Word? Wow.
Yes.
I've done it when the hours were over and the office was clear.
I did
That's the way I did it. That's
Look, I
the way
did both
did it.
ways.
I was like,
I
I'm
did
still at the
both ways.
office, but I'm not really at the office. It's not really office hours.
Mm-hmm.
I did it while another person was in the other office next to the office.
But see, Sean, you know I had to be careful because I was the sergeant, so I have to be a certain way about things. But
I'm gonna punch you in your head. What?
You wait, no, Sean.
We
Wow.
was
You had to
sergeant
be a little more
together.
discreet. That's all.
I was
You was
what?
the sergeant when we was together. So what are we talking about right now?
I plead the fifth.
You and Zapata, I'm over y'all.
You sure pleading the fifth a lot tonight, Sean.
So yeah.
All
So
right. Well, I
y'all-
want to say this. How long is your podcast?
We have another 8 minutes.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought we're not going to.
You want to go to 90 minutes? Is everybody good?
Well, I have an 8-year-old. You know, I know I said
Look, I have a 9-year-old.
Look. I know I said I was 50, but I have an 8-year-old in the other room who I got to get in the bed in a little while because she doesn't like to get up in the mornings, and we've been getting too late. And I know they're looking at me like I'm a bad parent, especially when I bring a bag that says the Coochie Coach on it, and it's all kinds of shit. I'm looking like, who the fuck is this lady? So at the very least, I could try to be responsible and get her there on time.
Right. At the bare minimum.
You understand? The bare minimum. That's the least I can do. And I'm trying to see a man about a dog. So there's a whole lot of shit I need a man.
Oh,
okay.
no.
That's the new code word. Okay.
Right now.
Being a man about a dog. Ever.
But this was great. I mean, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Miss Coochie Coach.
This was awesome. I had a great time with y'all.
We had a great time with you.
No problem. I'm going to put your link in the chat again.
Yes.
Promote.
Share it. And more importantly, it's really about us being able to have fun. I recognize that what I do is really for the liberation of it for all beings, particularly women. I focus on women, those of us born with wombs, to be sexually liberated from the bedroom, the boardroom, and beyond. But it's really about being able to have candid conversations with our partners, no restrictions, and real freedom. And if you don't experience that with anybody that you're with, then you're with the wrong person or persons. Because if you can't have straight talk, no chaser, then you're in the wrong relationship.
I can agree with that.
This is true.
Absolutely.
But Miss Coochie, I'm still not letting nobody put their thumb in my ass.
It's the Coochie Coach, wise. And listen, don't knock it till you try it.
Listen, That's one I'm gonna knock, and I'm definitely gonna try. But I put my listen.
I'm gonna have to get with Wise and just throw him on the
Turn them
table.
out.
Just throw him on the table.
Oh, hold
Oh.
up. I can put my thumb in yours. I can put my thumb in yours. That's cool. We can work on that.
Put Wise on the table.
A lot of thumbs going in asses. A lot of thumbs going in asses. I can't take it.
Let him. I'm gonna test some things out, Wise.
I'm always down for a good test. I'm an excellent
tone.
test taker.
He gonna get that high pitched tone.
Nah, your brother won't do that.
He
I
gonna
turn into
sing
Barry White.
soprano.
I turn into Barry White. It ain't no soprano. Nah. I'll be like, show you right.
She turned you into Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God, Brother Wise.
This was amazing. This was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
I will see y'all again later. Another day, another time.
Absolutely.
All right, definitely.
Right. We got to do this again.
Yes,
all right.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Good night. She was fun. I'm still not letting nobody put their thumb in my ass, though. No.
She's gonna put her thumb in your ass, and you're gonna like it.
Nah, that's not happening. You know your brother. And I got to look at her feet first. So.
Who's looking at feet first? Don't make me mad.
Go on. You know who's looking at feet first. If I don't like her feet, we can't even have sex. I'm sorry.
Oh, here we are with Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams have arrived, y'all.
What's LNG?
Thumb in the ass. What's that law? What's LNG, Mr. Williams?
I mean, for OMG.
OMG.
Tell my brother nobody's putting their thumb in my ass. No.
Nobody's putting their thumb in my ass.
Even if Potter said lights off, I won't have to see the feet.
Exactly. So Potter, talk to your boy over here. He talking about feet. He talking about stuff that don't even matter.
That matters. What if she got hammer toes?
You're not gonna see it in the dark.
We got to listen. Before it gets dark, right?
Here we go.
She's in the room. She's taking off her clothes. If I gotta click off the light as soon as I get in the room, that's a problem.
If she got ugly toes and she don't get them done to make them look pretty, then
right,
that's a whole different other story.
And then it could be my other one, where she lift up her arms and it looked like you could cornroll over there.
Why do you keep talking about that bullshit? Gonna punch you.
Well, Barbara, are you into bondage?
I like everything.
Oh, okay. See, I like Barbara shit. I like everything.
Somebody else about to put their thumb in your ass too. Barbara and the Coochie Coach about to double team your ass.
I'm with that. They could double team me. Come on. They ain't putting their thumb in my ass, but they could double team me now. We can work on that.
Okay, y'all talk about that in private. I do not want to know about that. Zapata said he likes Barbara too.
Okay, there you go.
Oh.
Mr. Williams said, well, I suck toes, right, Sean? You know what? I am clocking.
Hold up. I suck toes too. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, don't be sucking my toes.
Oh, you don't like your toes?
Try it. Now, don't knock that till you try it.
No, that is my thing. Do not put my feet in your mouth.
That's a mental thing.
You don't think that's clean, I didn't realize how good that was.
I don't want anybody's saliva on my toes.
All right. I got one. Before y'all go, would you let a guy lick your ass?
Yes.
Yeah, but not my feet.
He could lick your ass, but not your feet.
Absolutely no.
Okay. No, listen, I understand. Like, we all have our thing. And
you got no business. Like, you got no business touching my feet. What are my feet doing that's bothering you?
Every part of your body is Look, every part of your body is up for grabs when it's
See,
sexual,
Zapata got a foot fetish.
except for my ass.
That what turns Zapata on. He got a foot fetish.
No, like there's no good reason to whip my feet.
Now, when you tied up, you couldn't stop me though. But I wouldn't do that. I would. You should never do anything that makes the person uncomfortable.
True, of course, but that's a pre-game type conversation.
Right, definitely.
Oh, I think that there has to be several conversations before like that's one of the things people are like, oh, but you're always, you're very open and honest about your sexuality. But I will not, under any circumstances, screw somebody on the first date. Nope. I'm not saying that it never ever happened, but
I've never done that.
On me.
Listen, I can't say I never did that because I damn sure did. But
the very first date she gave it up?
Yeah.
Oh, lots of people do.
I was on a cruise. This is the craziest. When I tell you this, you're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. The craziest thing. I'm on the cruise. It's me, my kids, my ex-wife, their people.
Oh, your ex-wife.
Right. Not my wife. Ex-wife. I'm hanging out. This young lady's checking me out and everything. Then, like a day or two later, I'm at the bar. She sees me. She's talking to me. She's like, oh, I thought you. I said, no, I'm by myself. That's my ex-wife, my kids. She's here with her people or whatever. I'm solo. Later on, we met up. And right outside on the boat, over the moonlight, she gave it up.
Mr. Williams said, what about outside sex?
That's the best.
I'm about to take him outside the back patio.
That's the best right there.
In the rain.
That's the best. You listen to the birds chirping.
Yeah, I'm about
the hounds hounding. All that, like, sex is great wherever you could get it. So
yeah, there's something to be said about like a cozy room with all the blankets, and then there's like in the yard.
This nigga did it on the A train.
I
never did that.
On the A train.
I did it in the movie. I did it in the movie theater.
Because by the time the A train gets to the Rock in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, you could do it. Okay.
That's where he's from. That's where he's from.
Have happened.
That's where he's from. Kevin's from.
That's what I'm saying. No, I know. And all 7 of the deadly sins and 40 different kinds of nutcrackers all went down on that trip.
Wow.
Yeah, how many times you're coming back from the club and it's like,
fuck is up? Zapata said, I guess you think you was on the Titanic.
Wow.
But this fool talking about between 96 and 125th Street. I fucking hate him too. Y'all are nuts.
Whoa, Zapata did it in the park in broad daylight.
I bow to you. No,
parks are great.
In the park in broad daylight. Everybody did it in the park in broad daylight.
But
not in broad daylight. I did it in the park on a slide in the dark.
But did anybody do it in the park in a porta potty?
No, I would never do it in a porta potty.
I did.
Porta potty's gross. I would do it on the A train first.
I did. You know where Battery City is?
Mm-hmm.
Right over there.
They do keep their porta potties clean over there.
That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
I did it in the porta potty. I did it. They have like a little step thing where you could oversee the Statue of Liberty and everything. I went over there. I did it there. I got around outside.
You outside.
Yeah, I was outside. Had fun.
Oh shit. Wow.
Oh my.
Oh, everybody! If you lived in the projects, of course you did it on the building roof.
I had a friend who I was waiting for you to say that. I had a friend who said that one time with my cousin. My cousin lived in the projects, and he said if you was born and raised in the projects, you did it in a building roof before.
That's
And
right.
my cousin
In
was
the stairwell.
huh?
And they call it, and it's still well, yes.
Yes.
And they call it the roof Pebble Beach.
Right. Or if you dated a project dude, you've done it.
Hmm.
You've done it
You
in
did
the
it in the roof.
stairwell.
Pebble
Or the roof.
Beach, stairwell. That's right.
Yes, I agree.
And I was a little freak even when I was young. So
I did on emergency.
Shoulder of the Van Wick. Oh,
wow.
Zapata.
you get a star, Zapata.
Hope it
Zapata,
wasn't in the squad car.
you get the freaky of the day award. Oh fuck. That's crazy.
Prospect Park Q train station, Mr. Williams. We missed
Prospect Park
that one.
train
I
station
125.
waiting for the Q train.
But it also, like I said, it also comes down
One.
to whatever makes you comfortable. What
Agreed.
like I never want to force a young lady into anything she don't want to do, she's not comfortable with. I'm like, nah, I'm good. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, I never tried to coax a woman into some shit.
Of course.
Like, if I
That's
wanted
your
that
thing.
anal, I wanted that anal and that culo was looking nice. I'm like, yo, come on, ma. And what's the thing every guy tells the woman? You did it with the wrong guy.
Every guy told me that, and every time it was the wrong time. It was
Right,
the
right.
wrong guy.
You
That's
did
why
it with the wrong guy. He just didn't
disgusting.
know what he was doing. He just did.
That's
And
disgusting.
but sometimes that's true, Sean. Sometimes that's true. Because if a guy, especially with anal, if a guy isn't, how could I put it? If he's not delicate and sensual, and first of all, you got to have you a couple of drinks in you as the young lady.
See,
He got to be delicate and sensual. Like Miss Coochie said, he got to play with it, get it a
I'm
little,
gonna stop saying Miss Coochie.
get it a little ready.
And 3 words: lube, lube, lube.
Yes, make sure your lube is right. Make sure your liquids is right. And he got to take his time. He can't be in there like you done been doing this for 40 years and it's your first or second time. You got to take it. Like,
Leila said the booty hole is for poops.
tell Layla I'm going to ask Day Day about that. You know that's my daughter-in-law.
Layla, I know your father-in-law ain't over here acting the whole fool.
But
See them with Mr. Williams when we was, you know, how you have the whole look, she said no. So when he told, you know, when you were in the Q&A phase of the relationship, and when he said that he's not with that, I was like, okay,
you was
God,
happy as hell.
God has finally sent me my husband. Finally sent me my husband.
Well, when I was in that conversation and the young lady was talking about it and she was like, nah, I'm not into that. I said, that's not the most important thing to me, nah. And then she was like, I'm not into threesomes. I was like, been there, did that. That's not the most important thing to me either. But now if you really want to do that, you know, we could work on it. And then I had one that told me she wouldn't do it while we were together, but if we broke up, she would have a threesome with me. Shit, I was like, all right, we could break up right now.
I was like, so guess what? I don't feel this is working out.
This doesn't really serve me. I don't know where this is going.
I'm a firm
Lady.
believer of try it out, and there's a first time for everything, but sometimes the first time is the only time. Layla, your auntie Sean Totally agree.
Yeah.
After
But
you try
Sean,
it, I will try it. But if I don't like it, then fuck you. I tried it.
Sean,
What?
let me tell you something. I was joking. I would never ask my son no shit like that. Not at
Look,
all.
Layla already told on herself by saying no.
I
So
do. She told on herself.
you don't even
And
have to.
you know who Autumn is, right?
Spitters
Huh?
or critters,
Look
Kevin?
that up there, Autumn.
Yes.
Our girl Quavas.
Yes, I know who that is, but I was looking at what about swallowing Mr. Williams is yeah.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Barbara. Swallowing, spit or swallow.
Spitters or quitters?
I'm a
I
quitter.
love you, Barbara. I love her.
You're my soulmate.
Yeah, you're the video, you're the podcast wife. She's the podcast wife.
There you go. Spitter or quitters. That's
I'm
right.
the wife.
Ask Quay what she used to call me at the job.
Oh shit, I don't think I want to know.
No, you don't.
Wait,
You
boss,
damn
don't
sure
you
don't.
dare me say it. Don't you say it.
But
I'm with Quavas. It depends.
it yeah, I guess so. I
What does
guess.
it depend on?
But let me tell you something.
I'm
For
feeling
all
it.
you ladies,
If I'm really drunk, I'm gonna swallow it because my fucking muscles is
for all you ladies, let me tell you
Fat-free protein.
the realest shit. You doing that to a guy, and we going, we ejaculating, and you continue to oh my
And
lord.
you continue to do what?
You continue to take that, you swallow.
Right, Layla. I know, honey. I know. You just want to die. Don't you just want to die? Because I want to die. I just want to die. and
But
and Mr. Williams, you and your brother-in-law have a conversation off the podcast.
no, but he knows like, yo, you want to make a motherfucking toenails pop? Come
Not
on.
toenails pop.
You making the toenails pop, you do that. That's right. That's right. Take my soul. He ain't wrong.
That's I'm not going for your heart. I'm going for your soul.
That's right. Let me tell you, Sean, the first time that happened to me, oh my God. I was like, I almost turned into Bob
In my
Marley.
mouth, but it depends on if I swallow. I'm with her.
I almost became Bob Marley. I was on some, could this be love?
Give me love.
That's right.
Oh God, what the hell am I in right now? I feel like at a
It's the end of Mortal Kombat.
7 days of hell.
That's real.
Oh my God.
That's real. I'm telling you.
Okay, guys,
But
what are we talking about next week?
Oh, I haven't even thought that far ahead in life.
I got a good one.
Let's talk about it.
We used that word a bunch of times already. So let's delve into what is a soulmate.
What is a soul?
I love it.
What do you consider a
What
soulmate?
is a soulmate? I can't wait for this one.
Because you could be in love with someone and they're not your soulmate.
I agree. You
Oh
my God, I love this one.
You can have great sex with a person, but they're
And
not
you
your
can
soulmate.
be broken up with
Did not
someone.
That with me.
Wait, what you
Hold up,
said?
say that again, Barbara.
I have a very strong feeling that somebody that I dated for a while, and it was bad timing. It was just not like he wasn't in the right place. I wasn't in the right place, and it just sort of like faded away. And I was so free to speak to him about any little thing that was on my mind. Like I never had a moment where anything I had to say made him feel any kind of way. Like he was wide open.
And you know why I'm thinking of this?
He had like a super extremely important job, and it wasn't even a lie. There was no like he worked 20 hours a day, and there wasn't anything I could do about it, and I didn't want to wait like 5-6 years, so I just like let it go, and I'm like,
Yes, because Layla is the one. What she just said, Layla is the one that made me think of that. Because she's always calling my damn son her soulmate. So that made me she rocks hard for him. So I want to know really what is the definition of a soulmate. Everybody has different wants and needs and how they see things.
I don't believe your soulmate have to be the person you're with either.
No, that's true. That's true.
Meaning it could have been like Barbara said, it was the wrong
The
place,
lost one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't regret it, and I don't even necessarily like want the guy to come back and find me. I just knew that some of the moments that we had were so like pure on a whole different level.
Wow. I got something. Wait, I got something. Let's do, to add to the soulmate thing. Let's do, what is a soulmate versus a soul tie?
I don't believe in soul ties.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Because Layla said a soulmate could also be a platonic friend. So can you be a soulmate with someone and be platonic? I never thought of it like that.
My sisters are my soulmates. Sean is one of my soulmates. Katrina McGee is one of my soulmates.
I think me and Wise.
Yeah.
But I never thought of it like that. I just thought like you, my sister, like I'll ride or die for you. But I never thought of like even Quay. Me and Quay haven't seen each other, but when we talk or whatever, it's like boom, we don't miss a beat.
Right. And that's how like soulmates are born.
Like the first time somebody sent me a number, I don't even know who it is. The story. And I called Sean, and we were on the phone for like an hour.
John is still on swallowing. I don't mean to laugh, but he jumped.
I turned from that because Mr. Williams was getting heavy, and that I needed that to stop.
I need you to get off this podcast and take care of my ever-growing need.
But, all right, so the next one is next Thursday, right?
Yes, Thursday.
Come on,
so
y'all.
Everybody up there to know.
Come on back. Share it. Share
it. We want more people to
with
come
your
on.
friends.
We want more people to be involved. It would be nice if we could have phone in.
We got to figure that one out.
Everybody, let's share this. Let's get your friends on. Let's
share
debate this with your friends.
Pink flags.
Me and Wise, this is 20 years of debating topics.
That's
this
right.
is why we think, get your favorite debating friend and bring them on.
That's right. All right, ladies. So y'all have a good time. It was always a pleasure. I love you guys.
Love you.
I'll see you guys next Thursday.
Bye-bye, guys.
And thanks to Layla, John, everybody that came on, Zapata.
And special thanks to Nikki Brown, the Coochie Coach.
Yes, the Coochie Coach was definitely great.
Amazing.
Great job, Barbara.
This was
a great guest. Definitely. All right. Have a good one.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.